Oil of oregano there that's spread on down into this area here from originally up in there. And here's my beautiful black-eyed Susies. And there is once where our beautiful wildflowers were, but they didn't do well this year. And there's our dead plum tree that the birds use all day long. And there's 2 plum trees back behind there that LP planted. And there's our pond. And there's the mums that were in the greenhouse last winter. And there's our tomato plants. Oh, there is our apple tree, our crab apple tree. And our tomatoes. Here's our spirea bush. I've been working on it and getting all of the trumpet vine as best I can out of that. So I think it'll really be pretty next spring. And LP has this fenced in with chicken wire to try to keep the groundhogs out and try to keep out the deer. And our tomatoes are doing pretty well in this area. These are a bunch of volunteer flowers that came up. They were originally over in the garden across the street. And there's the black-eyed Susies. And there is our water hyacinths that are blooming now. Aren't they beautiful? Hummingbirds love these wildflowers. I think LP said this is Queen Anne lace. Hollyhocks. And there's the white hollyhock. He's going to build up these straggly tomato plants that he's planted in the fall, and he hopes to get another batch of tomatoes whenever the other tomatoes are finished producing. So they have very, very spindly stems to them. So by him building the soil up to about here, all of this will root into the soil, which it won't not having soil up around it. It'll just stay spindly, and he wants to build this up, and I get it totally. I think it's just a fantastic idea. So I just had to share this with you guys. He's got about a dozen plants, and we'll see how it goes and get back with you a little later on. He's just got lime on this, keep the bugs off, and so they're perking up. I mean, they were really sick looking, but here's one that's really perking up. So it will just love that extra soil and the extra moisture, the water, and the extra roots that will strengthen the plant. So I'm just really excited about the idea of having more fresh tomatoes this fall. LP is into a lot of stuff. This was the area where he had a raised bed with pallets, and there's the remaining pallets there at the far end. And when you're dealing with a slope lawn, I mean, you can see the way this fence is, how much of a slope that this ground is going down there. So he had built up that side. He's going to change things around, and he's gotten rid of a lot of stuff right there that was up against the fence. So he's clearing all this area out, and he's going to just have one garden area, trying to utilize our little garden space a little bit better. Here's another vantage point of what he's doing and how it looks now and how much digging he's done. He's been doing a lot better now with the tick bite that he had. He has gotten, he's got a long sleeve shirt on today, as hot as it is, because he is working with poison. Right, LP?
That is a fact. And I don't want it. I've had it before, don't want it again.
That shirt used to fit him. Now we're raw living food. We're eating raw living food. And pull out your shirt once. He's got room to spare. That used to really fit him. Okay. You see the sweat. He's worked up a bit of a sweat. Bye-bye greenhouse. And I'll let LP tell you the scoop. Just look at it. It's nothing but a junk hole, a catch-all. And gardening inside the greenhouse is a whole lot different than gardening outside. And we didn't want to go hydroponic. So, this is what we got. Boxes of cardboard and wood for our rocket stove, straw, here's where LP had a rack that he put all his plants that he had in the greenhouse, that he started from seed.
Services that people want, need, and desire to make money, unless you want to be a criminal or a drug dealer and take the easy way out. You don't mind killing people in the process. Most good people.
Okay, LP, radio's got to go off, and I need you to say why it's going to be bye-bye for our greenhouse, okay?
You're going to have to tell me why. Because I'm not going to heat it this winter.
That's it. You got it.
Well,
let me turn off the radio.
Okay.
Okay, I turned off the radio.
All right, yeah, I had the gas turned off. It costs a lot of money to heat that building for about 4 months out of the year, and then for the other 8 months, you have to pay $16.80 a month to have the gas on. So I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and turn it off, and I'll see if I can grow some stuff in there this year. This center section in this greenhouse, I'm going to tear it all out of there, and I'm just going to make rows. I might get some cattle panels and make some hoops and put plastic over top of them inside the greenhouse, where I might be able to grow something in there without spending a lot of money. So that's the situation.
All right then. That's it, guys.
Clear all this center section out of here and put rows in here. Heaped up, make some good dirt, put the cattle panels over top the rows and put plastic over top of it. This pump here, since I don't have any heat in here, I'm gonna have to move it over on that side of the greenhouse, and I'm gonna have to build a little shelter for it and put like a little electric heater in there so it don't freeze up, so I can get my water to water what plants I will have in here. And the water line that goes overhead here, I'll have to drain it and keep it, so I maybe hook it up next summer so I can water outside and water the ends of the greenhouse and stuff. It's going to be a work in progress. All this stuff here I'll probably move up to a shed up above and
I'm going to miss it.
move my desk over here. If I can find a desk after I get the stuff off the top of it. And
This is a junk hole right now.
yeah, but it's a work.
It's coming.
It's a work in progress. It'll keep me out of the liquor store.
There you go. There's the beautiful, beautiful impatience. Guys, it hasn't been that many days since I filmed these tomato plants. And I'm telling you, they've really taken off what LP has done by building up this area around the spindly tomato plants. And they are just really doing well. He didn't even think they were going to make it, but they're flourishing now. They're doing really, really well. And look at this one here. I can't believe it. So he's got one more. He said he's got to make one more. Here gives you an idea how spindly. And I can't really see what I'm doing here because the sun's shining on the surface of the camera. But by building all that area up where that stem, that scrawny stem is, then it can get more roots going. And look how this one's doing here. The stalk is getting stronger, and they're just doing fabulously well.